So you got your first UFC victory. How much did you feel like your back was against the wall coming into this?
I felt like it was against, all the way. I felt like this was it, so I had no chance for anything else. I just saw victory. That's all I could really envision.
Was there anything you did differently in preparation for this fight as opposed to things in the past?
Well, I changed camps. I'm over with Matt Grice, if you know that name, at R1. He's got a gym over there in Oklahoma. So I'm there. I'm working more with my feet, footwork, and staying healthy. That was a big difference from the last couple fights.
And now that you have some perspective on what you did before and what wasn't successful for you, do you feel like you've evolved now? You figure out how to get a win, how to sort of do the whole fight week better, the whole everything better?
Yeah, I feel like I got more to grow. Although I'm 35, I'm kind of old on the other side of things for the sport. But I feel like I'm kind of young as and taking a lot of punishment. I don't know. I haven't had a whole lot of fights. Haven't been in a lot of big battles or wars. So my body still feels young, still feel in shape, and I'm learning a lot. So, and I think I got a piece of the puzzle today. Not all of it, but I feel like I'm progressing.
Do you wish you had started training sooner then or something?
I don't really have any regrets. I wrestled for a long time, most of my life, and that's my background. So, yeah, I did want to get into it when I was a kid. I wanted to box, and my mom wasn't having that, so she thought it was too violent. So I just wrestled.
What did she think of this then? If that was
she didn't like this. She didn't like this at all. So, but she supports me. So.
Yeah.
So what did you think about your performance? Kind of talk about it overall. Were you happy with it? You said it's a piece of the puzzle, but
well, I think I've got a piece of the puzzle. Anytime I get a W, I'll take it. So I haven't seen the tape or anything. I felt good. First round, felt good on my feet. Felt a little sloppy when we were on the mat and rolling around. I don't know if it was just being sweaty or slippery or what. I just felt like sometimes I'd lose him, not have control, So I felt just a whole lot better on my feet rather than on the ground.
Did things go how you had managed to? You thought they were going to go?
Well, I thought I would win. I didn't know how I was going to win, if I was going to do a knockout, TKO, something. I just envisioned winning. That's really all I had in sight. I didn't know if it was going to be first round or third or what. But that's all my mindset was, just get the win.
And coming off of those losses, how important was this win for you?
It's very important. I mean, I had no choice. Like I said earlier, I felt like this was it. It's now or never, for UFC, So I'm just glad they had me back, gave me another chance to get a W in here. So it feels really good. I'm excited for it. I can tell a lot of people shut up. At work, people joke with me, trying to motivate me, I guess. But it feels good to get a W.
And it doesn't look like you took too much damage yourself either.
No, I felt fine. I felt strong. I felt big. I didn't feel in any danger at any time, really. He came with a flurry, I think, in the second. He caught me with something. But other than that, I felt pretty good.
Does your mom watch your fights? You say she's not a supporter of it.
She doesn't watch them live. She'll wait, and then she'll check it out later or something.
So has she seen all of your fights, or is she pick and choose?
I'm not sure if she's seen them all. I don't know if she saw the one where I had hurt my knee, and actually the last two I kind of had a knee injury. So I don't know if she saw those. She usually waits and here's the result, and then she'll watch, depending on how it turned out.
So I was asking some of the other guys about last night's fights. Did you watch them? Do you feel any kind of spillover energy effect from that because it was such a great night?
Yeah, watching those fights was motivating. Those guys all of the fights were pretty incredible. The damage that they took and kept going. It was inspiring. I said, man, they were all of the fighters. I was proud of all of them. That was an awesome card, top to bottom.
What's it been like, obviously being a part of International Fight Week and the whole build-up? How much have you enjoyed that?
Yeah, I've never been around anything like this. I've never seen anything like it. So this was an experience, a really good experience. There's people everywhere, fighters. Even when I'm cutting weight, I'm seeing people from the jiu-jitsu side where they got the big tournament, and I'm talking to those people, and I met a lot of people out here, so it's really exciting. I'm glad to be a part of it.
And you like the Reebok setup?
I like the warm-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like them. They're like some pajamas.
Do you think you have an advantage because you are a little older, so you're matured and you have life kind of settled down and everything, versus someone who's 20 and has already had 62 bang-up fights and their body's broken, and you're still good?
Yeah, I that's one thing I got on my side, I think, is I'm healthy. I really feel healthy, although I am on the other side of the age mark. But I had never really experienced any injuries. I haven't had any surgeries, anything like that. The last 2 fights were a scare with my knee injury, but other than that, I feel really great. My body feels sound. I feel like I'm hitting on all cylinders.
Was it an ACL, MCL? What was wrong with your knee?
The last fight, I broke. The other guy broke first strike. He kicked the outside of my knee, and it broke a bone. One of the bones in there that connects the hamstring to the calf.
Ouch. And so you keep mentioning your, let's say, advanced age for a fighter. Does that mean?
No, I don't want to keep it. I don't want to keep
you
mentioning
keep
it. Don't
bringing
get
it
me
up
wrong.
on nobody else is saying you're old. You keep saying you're old. So
no, I keep hearing that. Everybody keeps telling me, "Oh man, you're old. When are you gonna stop fighting?" Blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's what I'm curious. I mean, if you did get into it late, you said you're a wrestler, but you
Yes.
wish you had said it. So how long are you gonna do this?
I'm not Herschel Walker or anything, but, and he's awesome. He's in shape. He's great, but I don't know. I just feel like now's not the time to walk away. I don't feel like I'm too banged up. I feel great. I don't feel like I'm 22, but I feel like I do have some wisdom to that I can bring to the cage. With it, experience. Maybe not just from being in the cage, but experience from cutting weight. Something as small as that. That's really important. I can cut weight pretty good and bounce back pretty fast.
Without an IV?
Without an IV.
Do you think wrestlers have that great advantage because they've been cutting weight since 3 years old?
Well, yeah.
But then Europeans, they didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
So
a lot.
Hardcore coach over there cutting weight at 3 years old, man.
Well, yeah. In Oklahoma, the kids, if you're not starting at round 4, then you're behind the
Too
mark.
late.
But I think that's a big advantage. Cutting weight, knowing what your body can take, being used to the heat, and then being able, for wrestlers, we compete an hour later after weighing in. So, you do have to know how to bounce back and cut your weight right, diet, and just have it bounce back quickly rather than take 24 hours. We get 24 hours, which is great, but, especially with new rules changes, I think the wrestlers or anybody that has a good experience cutting weight, it's going to be to their benefit.
And how much do you recover in that 24 hours? Are you back to 100%, or do you think something's a little bit lost?
I've had different mixed experiences with it. Sometimes, I feel like my legs aren't right back under me like how I'd want them to. Sometimes I can feel them going up and down steps. But getting a good warm-up, getting the right kind of warm-up, before the fight, maybe a couple warm-ups, maybe early in the morning, and then later on before the fight. I think that really helps me bounce back. You guys got to know your own body, how it responds and gets back to normal.
What kind of impact do you think the ban on IVs is going to take?
For some, I think it'll be it could be a big change for a lot of guys, that aren't used to recovering without an IV. So, I think you're going to have to really either change your weight class or educate yourself and maybe get some help with your diet and how to bring it down correctly. All right. Appreciate it.